Gentlemen, we have a bump to discuss here.
Yo, nah, man.
I told you to the doctor, bro.
It doesn't
that
work,
kind.
man. It
They
doesn't
don't
work.
clear up alone.
It does not work. I tried it in the dark, in the daytime. It
That's
doesn't
what
matter.
the doctor said, me, bro.
Doesn't a little bit, a lot of bit.
Can't put a little bit of aloe vera
I think
on
he's
it.
just so little he thinks it's a bump.
I patted,
You know, there's people that's been confused before.
Rocking the bump tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If WWE ever started inducting Hall of Fame matches
No nice thing.
into the Hall of Fame, what matches would be entered? This was a topic of discussion that we brought up earlier in the week, and we had to, really ponder about. But
Christian Cage versus Fathers.
ooh, main event right
Or
there.
against their son.
Instant classic. Instant classics.
Against his sons. Yes. It's just not
Gentlemen.
as interesting when you look at it from a Brian Pillman perspective. Like,
I'll tell you right now. Just to get, I see I'm gonna have to get the. I see I gotta get the ball rolling here. So let's get the ball rolling here.
roll them balls, bro.
Let me roll these balls, cause
Are they smooth?
it was
Manscaped.
I believe it was the.
They don't.
I don't know. I'm not sure we were all. Everybody in this room was present that day, but I know we were
I'm a
there,
gift.
watching live in Bayonne, New Jersey, and
What?
a legendary streak was broken.
I might say that.
A legendary streak that will forever be remembered was broken, and I'm telling you, I remember this like it was yesterday. So special that even we have friends that don't watch the product at the time and completely oblivious to wrestling, but they were in the room where it happened, and they knew once it happened that something fucking happened because of the reaction on our faces and the reactions of the fans at WrestleMania that year, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar.
Even the birds outside in the trees were like, "What?"
My God.
Yo, it's crazy. There's a meme that's got this dude in the crowd, right? His eyes are falling out of his face. You know the one.
Yes,
You
sir.
know the
You
one.
know the one.
Know the
You
one.
know it.
Has nothing to do with wrestling, but it's exactly all that wrestling is. Right?
Yeah.
Like you see that meme, you're like, I know exactly what's
100%.
going on.
You know where you were at. You know what you were thinking.
You know what he just saw.
You still don't agree with it.
Yeah, more than likely, you're like,
Still
We're
Well, not
still
agree with
debating it to this day.
But
To this day.
because of, once again, it's about evoking emotion, right? What match does it better than that?
Oh,
oh, you will spit.
What?
the unstoppable force. I mean, the unmovable object.
Spit on the table, yo.
You know
You
what
be
I'm
like,
saying?
From Mandeville,
That's a great. That's
WrestleMania
a great,
3, Hogan and Andre.
Okay.
That's a good one because that one was probably one of the first times
But you know what?
mainstream saw something
You know
unbelievable.
what? I'm starting to believe that shit wasn't real.
Like it happened multiple times before that?
No. No. It's just that, everything that comes out of Hogan, everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie now.
Ooh.
Because the shit he be saying, you don't see all the memes and shit.
he said
going
that
on?
like
I saw him
they
on.
were gonna make him wrestle Brock first and all this bullshit. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was talking
Hogan said he was chilling with John Belushi
Hey.
after WrestleMania 3.
Hogan
John Belushi
needed
died
a-
in 82.
He needed some way to be mentioned on the
WrestleMania
show.
3 was 86.
Listen,
Yo, he wildin',
Hogan
yo.
and Andre though for Mania 3 was
No, of
something
course. No, you got, listen.
you gotta
Yo,
mention.
hate Hogan as much as you want, right? But he's an important piece of what the history it is, right? As racist as it can be. And that moment is what transcended wrestling, the professional wrestling world. 100%. Right? All right, cool.
110%, baby.
Bernard Laville, see, this is where we look at the
TLC 2.
at the Illuminati, and we see that they sharp out here in these streets because TLC
Sharp.
2, no matter how you cut it, no matter how you slice it, was part of the greatest WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania X7. All right,
Yeah.
TLC 2
Big
was
facts.
just magic.
Damn.
Magic, poetry in motion, if you will.
The
The,
best
Hardy
of the
Brothers,
series.
Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, TLC 2. There's no way that you can have a discussion about multi-man matches, hardcore matches, and not have that in there. That being said, I mean, well, shit, it's got to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's gotta go in
And
there.
if you want to see proof of the craziness of the match, I mean, just tune into AEW and watch the Hardys. Every step they take tells the story,
Every step I
right?
take.
I mean, you have Christian out here. The PTSD from that now has him going off the dead dads and shit.
Yeah,
like,
he's
listen, definitely contender for sure. And you know, some people know, but it seems as though Eddie knows, because he suggests that Razor
the
Ramon
Widow
versus Shawn
Slayer.
Michaels IC match put on the table by Bret Hart.
So about that
Definitely.
first ladder
That
match.
first ladder
First
match.
ladder match,
Okay.
WWE televised pay-per-view for the IC titles.
That's
Who's
just
the true champion?
no matter anything else, it's the first ladder match.
It has to go.
Has to go
Has
in.
the Hall of
Has
I
to
mean,
go in.
you consider ladders, right? It being a gimmick match at one point, but now is the main contributor to deciding whether you get an opportunity for the big title or to get the title.
I don't think I get tired of ladder matches.
Never.
You consider ladders and how you got to get up there rung by rung, step by step, and the expectation is to reach the mountaintop to get that title, to be the one true champion, but not in a Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that is just debauchery.
Instant,
That is
instant Hall of Fame
sadism.
classic. Instant Hall of Fame
Blood
classic.
transfusion.
Mankind, without really meaning to,
Kidney transplants.
holes in faces, perhaps, right? Without
Listen,
really meaning to, like, made that the most legendary match of all time. And now Hell in a Cell, you'll see it everywhere. You've seen it gimmicked up and down and all around now.
And
like
you'll be
you expect people to get to the top.
unsatisfied because you want it to be like Mankind and Taker left
So would you say they ruined it for us forever?
forever.
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 You know why they ruined it for
Forever.
us forever? Because Jericho climbed and fell off the top of a cage, and everybody laughed at him.
Oh my God.
Mankind threw his reckless ass
Shit.
PE teacher body off the top of the damn structure.
It's the
And really
match
broke
I
himself in half.
used to prove to my tios and tias that keep bitching about wrestling being fake. You show them that clip and then, but they taught them how to fall.
Right,
Like, you
right.
know, like this is how it
That?
works.
Yeah, what part of school was that? What part of the lesson was nearly die off the 20-foot structure
My God.
several times?
My
by-
God.
might
When you
I
have
add.
a man that at that moment believed I
I've
killed
never
him.
had a man.
I
Yo,
killed him.
I killed- I thought
like,
I killed him. He said
Undertaker
it.
was ready to
He
get
literally
arrested. He's like, yes, I did do that. I did do that. And then to see that he did it again, it's fucking nuts. Eddie,
That might be the number one.
That might be it. That might be it. There's so many. There's just so many to choose from.
yeah.
I mean, listen. One of the matches for me, and I think, you know, when we talk about promos,
What'd you call me?
one of the best matches ever is Stone Cold versus The Rock, WrestleMania 17.
Oh,
Austin Rock has so many.
That's so many, but that one was, as far as the promo being built up, right?
Yeah.
but hold on. You're gonna put the match in the Hall of Fame because of the promo?
No,
I think
but
it
what the
coincides. I think it.
match
You
coincides.
think that match belongs in the Hall of Fame?
Austin Rock,
It
yeah.
was a slobber. It was a slobber.
Yeah.
It was-
Yeah, I get
It
the
was my
sloppy-
favorite match of all time.
Right.
I
So
don't
then
know
why
if
you
I'll put it in
arguing?
the Hall of Fame.
I'll tell you
In
this.
fact, I'll tell you this. Oh, that you want to talk
No,
about
no, no.
that match?
Well, the only thing that I liked about it that will might give it credential, it's one of the main event matches at WrestleMania that for me was unpredictable.
Okay.
Could have gone either way,
That's
and that
fair.
had me at the edge of my fucking seat.
Right.
And then the way it went.
And the way it went.
And if you want, you want an argument, the match had them at the edge of their seats too because of how sloppy it was. They were feeling it was an electrifying situation because once again, the entire build-up.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit has never done anything better.
Never. Never.
He
Again.
never had it his way ever again.
Never again.
You know what I'm saying? So,
when the American Badass was coming out to roll it,
Okay,
that shit
okay.
was fire. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie.
but it's Kid Rock. So.
No, that was Kid Rock.
Right.
It was
No,
originally
that's a
rolling.
Bud
It
Light.
was rolling for like a week.
Right.
Tell us Bud Light.
But in that same vein,
No
a
nice
match
things.
for me, especially as a youngster. Wow, I said youngster. Oh,
Watch your old ass.
Uh,
Get your old ass.
yo, you have to go Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Iron Man match.
Oh, Shawn and Brett, the one.
Bro, the
one?
storyline.
We talking Montreal?
No, that's not the
No,
one.
not
That's
that
not the
one.
one. That's not the one.
That's
Because if
the
you're
one
gonna
they
put
want-
a match in the Hall of Fame,
That's
You
the
gotta
one they
put
want
that.
to
you're gonna put a
excommunicado.
Shawn Michaels Bret Hart match in the Hall of
You
Fame.
gotta put both of them, bitch.
Yeah.
You can have a 12-hour match.
One fall,
You can have a 24-hour match. The newspaper is only gonna have one thing that really matters: is who won.
That's right.
Montreal.
That's fair.
I think is the match that goes to the Hall of Fame between those two things. Because remember, this is WWE. This is entertainment.
That's right.
This is entertainment. We're
That's
not
right.
looking for a workshop.
I believe you.
And this is why, look, X7, Rock Stone Cold, my favorite match of all time. I've said it here for 6 motherfucking years. That is my favorite. That is my favorite WrestleMania of all time. That is my favorite match of all time. That's my favorite video package of all time. Man, ain't no package ever been as good as that one. But
that's what she said.
I don't know if I put it in the Hall of Fame.
What?
What I do know for sure is that the match that I hate the most of all time is
the
a
one you
number
love the
one
most?
contender for the Hall of Fame.
Number one.
World Wrestling Entertainment. When the F got out, you knew what it was for. Entertainment. Wrestling was about making you laugh, making you feel things right in the bottom of your loins, right? For the first time in your
Bottom of
life,
the
watching
loins.
Sable and Ivory and all these
Talk about it.
delicious treats. But look, the match I hate the most of all time had barely any wrestling in it. And it was all entertainment. The most electrifying match.
Oh, okay.
The Hulkster.
Oh, I thought you were going to take
Your
Trisha
boy. This guy is horny as hell, bro.
That was Naomi's partner on Tough Enough said that shit.
What's your favorite match of all time?
Trisha Lita.
It was a hell of a match, by the way.
Hall of Fame worthy?
Woo, safe.
Which is the one with the kitty chicken top off?
Oh, Armageddon.
Oh,
that's the one.
That's the one.
The mud, yeah, that was good.
But
And you grew it
Rock
too.
Hogan.
WrestleMania X8, the NWO invasion, the most electrifying man in sports television at that day, 2002, was The Rock, stepping one-on-one with the other great one, if you...
Wrestling's future for wrestling's history.
Right.
Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan at that.
Yeah.
Right.
That moment,
Monumental matches like that definitely go in the Hall of Fame.
that
100%.
moment defined wrestling because
Yeah.
it was like 6 moves, but it was all, the audience was just
Bro,
electric,
the
man.
match didn't start till 10 minutes later because the crowd was eating up the energy that was just happening at that face-off, bro.
And Vince never saw it coming. Vince never thought, hey, your yellow and red is going to be cheered at the show of all shows while you try to lose to The Rock. That's crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
And if you think about it too, if you watch Young Rock, the narrative is though that Hogan was down, like he was on like, yo, I'm putting you over because of the relationship he had with the family too. You know what I'm saying? Which, when you think about it, it's crazy where we're at with Hogan. But anywho,
right.
but yo, definitely. I mean, this is a moment that people to this day still try to replicate, and it just doesn't add up.
Just doesn't add up. But if you're gonna put something in the Hall of Fame, you're gonna put that in the Hall of Fame.
That's fair.
Shawn Michaels gonna be used a lot on this in this Hall of
I
Fame.
mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, but this is why they're best of the best, right?
Yeah.
When you talk about
Because
Shawn Michaels, you talk about
Bret Hart-
Mr. WrestleMania.
Mr.
Bret Hart should be
WrestleMania.
mentioned a few times as well because I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know if you have Attitude Era. I don't know if you have Stone Cold Steve Austin if it isn't for Bret Hart versus Steve Austin in '97 WrestleMania.
That was my Hogan Rock.
The Crimson Mask.
That was my Hogan Rock.
Yo, you had a double turn.
And then on top of that, I wasn't because I couldn't be stressed enough already as it is my new favorite
Well,
wrestler
okay.
and my old favorite wrestler fighting at WrestleMania.
Right.
Nobody fucking won. Nobody wins.
So who's the best?
I don't know.
You were left in
I
limbo.
still don't know.
This is why when they come out, he's like,
But yes,
but
I
yeah.
I would love.
and just honestly, the dynamics of what happened in that match itself, the where it sent each of their careers, right? Like once again, this elevated Stone Cold to where this is not the start, but like as far as the babyface push.
But a great story also deserves to be in the main event
100%.
in the Hall of Fame
100%.
if the match has a great story.
100%.
way too early and not in a completely different company. But some of the stuff that we saw MJF and Adam Cole do in this match at All In, I'm telling you, if WWE pulled it off, it would be in their WWE Hall of Fame. Depending, of course, on
You're
the
saying
wrestling.
that Adam Cole and MJF have matches.
Why are they being mentioned in this conversation? Right now?
They're the big, because it's just the way they did it. It was different. Think of the story. We all wanted them to turn, right? We all called it. One of them is turning. There's no way this matchup ends with nobody turning. And nobody turned. They actually hugged it out.
Yes.
But not when we called it. So it's just so much storytelling that they're doing differently. If WWE pulled it off,
see,
I think,
ladies and gentlemen, these are the thoughts
they
and
would have
opinions
they
of
would have
Vic
had that
Dominion
shit
himself.
in discussion.
I
I don't know. That's all I'm saying, man.
You wildin', because if you're gonna bring up anybody from AEW, I think that Kenny Omega has a litany of matches that
But
can make it into
in
a Hall of Fame.
AEW,
Ospreay, all
Okay,
in.
all right,
I'm
Ospreay,
gonna tell you about
Ospreay.
this. The only thing I have with the suggestion of even bringing that match to the fold right now is that you still gotta let that breathe. That shit just happened.
right. It's very early. It's
Tell
very,
me in 5 weeks are we talking about that match?
Right. You still gotta give
Right?
it time to
Because
marinate.
think about all these matches that we're talking about. We still remember them to this day. Every time
Great
we
point.
bring it up, it brings us back to
Great
that
point.
moment.
They age well.
Of course,
Right.
it has
You're right.
to age.
You're right.
It has to age.
Very
That's the
early
one
for
thing I would
anybody
say.
though in AEW.
Was it a great match? The setup, it was different. Yes. In this conversation,
I think it'll grow though. I think it'll get
Let's
there later.
let's see.
But later.
Talk to me in episode 391.
Oh.
371.
Hey, listen, there's gonna be a few tailgates in between those.
Right.
I promise. Promise.
For sure.
29 more weeks.
29 more weeks.
Episode 300.
Oh shit.
That's
Oh,
a lot
shit is
of.
right.
That's a lot of weeks.
That's mad weeks.
That's my week. I need more fingers.
I don't think
But-
you've ever counted that high.
No, but watch
But
when we
I've
get.
seen you
but-
count very
but I
high.
can count to it when we get closer to the date. I can count to it.
You know, you
Man.
talk about so many
Man.
weeks, and for me, so many weeks, so many matches,
I'm just staring at
So
this
many
list and
feuds.
it's like,
and you have to put any of the Undertaker Shawn Michaels matches.
how about a match that was not in WrestleMania
Oh,
and had
Not
build, story, all that bullshit? Jake the Snake Roberts, Randy Macho Man Savage, the Snake Bite
okay,
should be in the Hall of Fame.
okay. And listen, video package wise, this is some of the most disturbing shit you see.
Yo, what?
Bro, once again, as a youngster, shout out to Gorilla Monsoon. Watching that snake go in on that bison.
Yo.
Jesus.
Oh, what? I don't know what match he was watching, but
Your search
coincidentally,
crazy.
Jake the Snake's Robert Snake bit Macho Man. Yes.
Right.
Snake goes in.
I don't know where Elizabeth was, but there was some rattling.
Oh no! All right, fine. Let's not divert our attention away from WWE for just a second. Maybe just a WWE owned
All right,
property.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
But
How
we
about-
missing a lot of matches? Though, but it's cool. That's fair. You know, can I throw one more out there?
Throw it in there.
Closing the door, bitch. I'm just saying. There's
kinda
another
did, though.
match that needs to be talked about for the Hall
talk
of
about
Fame.
another match. Go ahead, talk about it.
Who's the
I'm
Hall of
dying, motherfucker, but you keep diverting.
Yo, but before you talk about it,
1997.
Not a good year. Not a good year.
It
You
was
already
a great
touched it.
year for
You
the cruiserweight division of
Okay.
WCW.
Okay.
82 weeks of
Okay.
running the game.
okay.
We're not in-
Halloween Havoc.
We're
Talk
not in
to me.
Canada, okay?
No, sir. We're not in Canada, but
Talk
we
to me.
are at Halloween Havoc. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. If you want, you can catch it on our own little show.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we've been doing
Yes.
things.
Grapple
I mean,
theater.
We
grapple
grapple the
theater.
theaters a bit.
Appreciate you. Grapple theater. We out here. All right. Just search it on the YouTube channel.
Till this day,
word.
Rey Mysterio. Till this past WrestleMania, Rey Mysterio is still complimented on that match, whether it be verbally complimenting him or his son pulling out the purple mask that he wore that night in his entrance as he got out of a
It was
cop
a
car
classic.
or whatever. But
word. Which is
but
dope,
you
which
know,
is
like
dope.
till this day, he's
Classic.
getting compliments on that match.
Classic.
Instant classic, Hall of Fame.
And
for
quick
real.
plug in there. Shout outs to Dominic Mysterio. What term you came up with?
Dirty
Heel
Dom?
pop.
Oh, heel
heel
pop.
pop.
Shout outs to Dominic Mysterio for being the most heel popped wrestler right now in the business, bro.
Heel pops, guys, you know what a heel pop is. It's the booze. When you get that reaction you're looking for, that's the pop a heel is looking for, right? All the baby faces, all the good guys, they, welcome to Chicago. How about them Blackhawks? Yeah, well, when you're a heel, yo, the Blackhawks suck. That's your cheap heat is your heel pop.
This man has such a heel pop, he can't even speak on the mic. They don't allow him to.
Definitely not.
He gets drowned out. That's wild.
What women's
Wild.
match makes this match Hall of Fame? Oh, go ahead.
The one match I was going to mention, especially because, I mean, we just had AEW's biggest pay-per-view take place in Wembley Stadium. Why don't we take it back to 92?
Oh.
Why don't we take it back to a time where you can finally believe that Bret Hart could wrestle a mop?
Oh.
Because what did he have to wrestle? He had to wrestle Bret Hart.
And the
I mean, he had to
Intercontinental
wrestle,
title.
the British Bulldog.
Pretty much wrestled himself if you watch the match.
Story goes, British Bulldog was a little inebriated.
Bulldog
Little
hurt him a
inebriated,
lot
he
in that
was
match.
fucked up.
He
You know what I'm
botched a
saying?
lot in that match.
But the crazy part is, in that moment, as a youngster watching the match, I had no idea.
Yeah, you don't.
Because
you don't
why?
know.
Because the storyline built up. This is your brother-in-law. It's your sister's husband. She's in the crowd. Does he beat her? You know, the steroids epidemic was crazy.
What the
There was just so much involved in the storyline.
allegedly?
And, you know, and my thing for me, the things I always enjoyed are the shit that is relatable. The shit that, like, yeah, I know what that feels like, right? So people have issues in families when it comes to brother-in-law, sister-in-laws, right?
All right.
When it comes to another classic, Owen Hart versus Bret Hart, brother versus brother,
The Cage or the Mania?
pick and choose, bro.
I think Mania because Owen won.
just not the one
Mania.
with the rope.
Cage was like a little bit more impressive because you know the suplex off the cage and whatnot.
It's not the one with the rope.
But the not that one. Bailey versus Sasha Banks NXT Takeover
Oh.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, yo.
You put an NXT match in the Hall of Fame?
Yo, NXT matches, bro. There's a few.
There's a few that deserve
There's a
it.
few.
I shouldn't have started with Bailey and
There's a few.
and Sasha.
mean,
There's a few that
When
go.
you talk about the Hall of Fame,
I'll start
though,
with Sami
Yeah.
Zayn and Claudio. Best of 2 out of 3 falls.
Yo,
That's the first one I start with
I'll
NXT.
take that and I'll give you DIY versus the
Oh,
Revival.
the rival, yes. Yes.
Talking
There's a
about
few
classic?
matches that belong, I think,
Listen,
for
do
sure.
not sleep on NXT.
Yeah, no,
Don't sleep,
Cactus
don't
Jack
sleep.
versus Triple H.
You know, we're gonna
Any of
You know, we
Oh,
would be
shit.
remiss not to mention some, you know, additional classics. You know, we all know it's overdone. Macho Man, you know, Ricky Steamboat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the one that definitely should be in there was one that took place in 1982. You know what I'm saying? And it was in the Caribbean. What was it? In Dominican Republic. Ric Flair versus Jack Veneno. Legendary match where Ric Flair saved his life. He did what's best for business for him.
Nah, I think JP's only seen one match. his whole
And
life.
gave over the
I'm
title
not,
to Jack
I'm not mad it
Veneno.
took him this long to get there, though. Because I
You know
was
what I mean?
expecting
I
maybe
pick
the
and choose my
second and
battles.
third match.
Good
He jump in and
grief.
slide that one in there. By the way,
That
in
was
Puerto
smooth,
Rico.
right? In Puerto Rico. Wait, what? No! DR!
Oh, my bad.
Why? What the? Why
The-
would you say Puerto Rico?
Because Puerto Rico had
That was
a
so-
legendary pay-per-view that to be in the Hall of Fame in Backlash.
Okay. I was
But
gonna say, I
I
thought
just
you were
can't
gonna
Actually,
I can't
I
pick
thought you
a
were talking
match
about the Bruce
I'll
Brody.
give you your match.
from that pay-per-view.
If you're gonna put matches in the Hall of Fame, they need to mean something, right? There needs
Okay.
to be a reason to be in
Talk
there,
about
like
it.
Bad Bunny
Okay.
as the greatest
Okay.
side piece. As the-
Celebrity.
That's right.
performer.
yeah,
He's the greatest celebrity performer.
Don't you do it. You let him finish. You let him finish.
Listen,
What?
Benito. My love.
Oh,
Nah,
man.
you're about
no.
to say something stupid.
Oh,
Like, nah, you're
no.
about to say some dumb
Oh,
shit.
no.
But that title really goes to-
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
Logan Paul is an athlete.
he can argue. He can argue. Oh, Logan Paul is on his way to win a championship in WWE before Benito.
But he's an actual wrestler now.
Listen, Benito's trained too. Let's keep it 100.
But
I
he
think
ain't out here
Logan's
training.
contract is more legit. I think.
Logan's contract is more legit.
So did Bunny.
Right. He's also had more matches to prove the point.
Oh, you mean like
And then individual
outside
matches,
of?
Bad Bunny, and I've been to 7 concerts, bro. Like, don't even tell me third.
That's true though.
But
He be
I gotta
following
keep
that
it
mode.
objective. I gotta keep it objective, right? And
It.
Paul
Look,
has had more individual matches than
I
Bad Bunny.
I hate to say it.
Tag team matches, right?
Bad Bunny was the greatest celebrity cameo of all time. I don't give a shit what you just said. They were in Puerto Rico. That was the greatest entrance of all time.
That was the greatest.
Chambea.
You're not
Chala.
over till they sing your theme,
Son, yo, come on.
and
the
nobody
fact
knows how to spell prime.
And the fact that he got up and he
Is it
freaking
a
went and
Y? Is it
continued
an
his
I?
tour.
You're confused as I man.
Listen, I will never take away from what he did, but your
But-
team was the greatest celebrity performer.
Celebrity performer.
I wish it were true too.
You
But
bugging,
it was
bugging.
Logan Paul who just wrestled at SummerSlam.
Yes,
and
it was.
flew from Detroit to Texas to be in his ring gear at his brother's fight versus Nate.
Is Deion Sanders in the motherfucking Hall of Fame for the NFL and the MLB because he motherfucking took a helicopter to play in 2 games on one night? No! No, nobody give a shit about Logan Paul fucking going across the world to go see his brother fucking get his ass lit up and then win anyway. That shit don't matter. That shit don't matter. That's not what the HOF is about. That's not what the Hall of Fame is about.
The Hall of Fame. There's no raisins.
Yo.
You're gonna have a heart attack, bro.
Yo, Logan Paul's gotta be up in there because he took a flight. He took a flight. He took a flight and he was in his WrestleMania gear for like 6 hours. Yo, you know his brother lost that match? Yo, shorty in the front row. Does that encapsulate it for you?
I think that's all the damn time we have for you folks.
Coño!
This week, coño. I don't care where you got your fix from. You legends pulled up today. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much for being so kind, so loyal. And why don't y'all tell them what to do on the way out? Catch us for the pre-show. You already know what it is.
No, don't tell them nothing, bro. They know what to do.
They know what to do.
That's it.
What the fuck is dessert though?